What is up, y'all? I know y'all wasn't expecting to see a video from me, but y'all are, so suck it up. I know it's been like a year and a half, and I say that every time, and I say every time that I say every time, but it is what it is. Too bad. Um, Dame just got traded. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about some things that's been going on around the league that I kind of want to rant about. It's 12:30 in the morning, so I don't want to wake anyone up. So I'm gonna talk a little bit quiet, but hopefully I still got the same energy. You know, if not, like I said, too bad. I'm doing it anyways. You're probably not gonna see this till like I don't know when I wake up because I don't know if I want to stay up and edit this when I got class. I got financial management in the morning at 11, and I'm actually killing that class. So maybe I stay up. You know, I don't need that class. Yes, you do, Jose. Yes, you do. Let's get to the nitty gritty. To the reason why you clicked this video. Damian Lillard just got traded to the Bucks. This is huge, right? Obviously, we all the rumors of Giannis wanting a trade. You know, hinting. You know, I want to win, and if that means going to other places, that's it is what it is. You know, I'll do what I got to do to win. And now he has Dame. You know, and I was listening to a podcast. I want to make this very clear, actually, because I was listening to a podcast. Shout out Through the Wire, one of my favorite NBA podcasts to listen to. And Pierre said something that kind of triggered me. Not triggered me because it's not that serious. But he said, now he has Dame. Now he said, "Oh, Giannis is most likely gonna be a Buck for life now." And I'm like, no, that's not what that means, because there's countless times, and I'm gonna get into this more after I finish talking about the trade. But there's been time and time again where a star has requested someone or wanted something else, they get that. The Bucks are showing it in this trade that they want to build around Giannis. They want to do everything in their power to build a contender around Giannis. They want to win now, and they, like I said, they're doing that with trading for a Dame. But now they gotta win. This probably, as much as I want the Celtics to be up there, this probably makes them the favorite. I love the idea of a Giannis Dame pick and roll. That's disgusting, especially when you still have Chris Middleton. You still have Brooke Lopez. Like you still have players. Pat Connaughton's still there. I don't know. Is he still good? I don't know. But yeah, they still have a bunch of stuff. They're gonna be good. So I talked about that. Now, yeah, okay. Actually, no. I want to continue with that point I was making about. And I keep looking to the side because I got notes. So I'm trying to be professional this time. But yeah, we've seen plenty of times where a star gets what they want and they're still mad after, or they still want to get a trade, right? We've seen that in Houston with James Harden when he wanted to win, obviously, and the Rockets showed that they want to win with James Harden, and they build team after team after team. They trade for Dwight Howard, they trade for Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul. He's had a revolving door of Hall of Fame MVP type of players, and he couldn't get it done, so he left. He was mad. He requested a trade, and that's not the team's fault. The team did everything in their power to get Harden that championship. Harden couldn't get it done, and so he got mad. Same thing happens. This is happening right now with Joel Embiid, right? He's had Jimmy Butler, couldn't get it done. He's had Tobias Harris. Now he had James Harden, and you're starting to see him kind of get frustrated about his situation. When Philly has done everything by him, Philadelphia is practically owned by Joel Embiid, but you're starting to hear things, and then KD's someone who, I want to play with this person. Oh nah, trash. I want to play with this person. I don't want to get too. Even though I've already kind of started ranting, but that's not the point of this video. I mean, kind of halfway through. But that being said, Damian Lillard on the Bucks is gonna be nasty. I think there's not much other to say than they won this trade. getting Damian Lillard, and I think Damian Lillard is someone who, he said he wants to go to the Heat, but I think the Bucks are probably the next best thing. Honestly, I think it's probably a better fit. Him on the Heat is not as good as him on the Bucks in terms of his chances of winning a championship. And if he wanted the hustle culture, the Heat culture, that is something that if the next best place is probably to be with Giannis. That's someone who got drafted. He was a skinny kid and worked and worked and worked. Nothing was handed to him. And so I think being around him and a lot of the Bucks organization does a lot of that kind of hustle culture. So yeah, the Chris Middleton is not someone who's highly touted coming out of the draft. And he's someone who also had to work to get to where he is today. So I think he's gonna really like his teammates there. I think he might even resign. He's actually he's under contract for a long time, anyways. So you don't have to worry about him wanting to resign and not wanting to resign. He says he might request a trade, but I think that would be terrible for his legacy. But yeah, and then to go back to the other point, Giannis is. I don't think Giannis is someone who, even if they don't win with Dame, I think this is a big enough move where he hopefully, with Giannis, the type of person he is, that he's not, my front office sucks, and blames on front office and leaves. But only time will tell. This is a free hat, so I'm gonna wear it. So that's the Bucks, right? The Blazers. Now I'm gonna go back to my notes to get exactly what they got. Right? They got Drew Holiday. They got DeAndre Ayton. They got this guy's name. I'm gonna skip. They got first round pick and they got 2 second round picks swaps. Was this the best deal? I don't know. I think honestly a big part of this deal for the Blazers has to do with Drew Holiday and what they're gonna get out of Drew Holiday. There's a couple of teams swinging around about where he's gonna go, where he could go. But I think if you could get another young player, maybe definitely another pick, I think you come out of top for the situation that you had. You come up on top. Someone who everyone knew that they wanted to leave. The leverage wasn't even there since everyone knew he wants to go to Miami. So the Blazers were put in a tough situation, very tough situation, especially since the year before he just resigned for a long-term deal. They were put in a tough situation, but that they made the best out of it. They got a young player like DeAndre Ayton to pair along, Cam Whitmore, Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simons. They have a squad over there, and DeAndre Ayton can help. Like I said, if they could get Drew Holiday and they could get another young player, I think that would be fire. Get a nice little wing, young wing to pair along the young core, and at the same time try keeping some veterans because what's happening in Hornets not pretty. You have a couple people. Forget the Hornets, but in Houston, same thing. It's not pretty. Wait a minute, Cam Whitmore's not on the Blazers. He's on the Rockets. I'm dumb. Regardless, I'm not editing that out because that means I'm going to stay up for longer. Regardless, they have Anthony Simons, Scoot Henderson, and now DeAndre Ayton. And that's a pretty nice core. And then I forgot his name. Shannon. Not Shannon Sharp, but you know what I'm talking about. Didn't really watch much of them. I'm gonna be honest. There's no reason to watch Trailblazer games. But yeah. A loser in this trade, who's not even in the trade, is obviously the Heat. The Heat is, everyone and their mom knew that Dame, wanted to go to the Heat, and it was the only team on this list, and yet he couldn't get it done. So I think not only that, but like to the wire guy said, your competition just got better. Celtics traded for Kristaps. Bucks just got Damian Dollar. You're gonna have to go through them in the playoffs in the regular season. That's gonna be tough. So you gotta get something. You gotta get better. Um, yeah. All right. And then we gotta talk about the third team involved with this trade, which is the Phoenix Suns, who came out of nowhere. They got Yusuf Nurkic and Grayson. Grayson Allen is someone who I think is a sleeper, in terms of I'm a pretty big fan of Grayson Allen. I was a big Donovan Mitchell fan, and then the whole Donovan Mitchell versus Grayson Allen thing made me interested in Grayson Allen from the start. But he's someone who, he can shoot the ball. He brings toughness, which I think is an underrated value, or underrated trait in basketball. The Celtics can use a lot of it. Grayson Allen come to the Celtics. But so he brings toughness. He brings shooting, and that's something that the Suns need. So I think that's a nice fit. And then obviously Nurkic being the big part of the deal, other than Nazir Little, I think it's a nice little gem to have. But obviously Nurkic fits better. They need a center, especially if the relationship with DeAndre Ayton isn't good. Your Nurkic is someone who's gonna play his role. He's gonna get boards. He's gonna play well, but he's not gonna demand the ball, and I think he's gonna fit nice with the three superstars that they have over there. That's gonna be a headache. That's another team that that he's gonna have to go through. I mean, in the finals, but still. All right, so that's a trade. All right, cool. Can I move on to my big rant? Okay. My rant, right, is about player movement, right? And this is a big thing, right? This is a big part of the Dame trade. There's a player movement arguments going on here and there because he's someone who signed his deal, said, "Oh, I'm gonna be with you guys for the next 4 years or whatever long he signed, 4 or 5 years," and then after the first year he's gone or he requests a trade, and that's something that I hate. I'm starting to hate so much in this league right now because it happens a lot where a player gets everything they want. They, get traded. They, get the players that they want. The trade that they want, the coaches that they want, the money that they want, and they still leave in the first sight. And I don't care who you are. Like Dame is someone who has been loyal to Portland his entire career. But I still don't think it's fair for him to sign a 5-year deal and then say, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna be out next year." Like that's not fair because you're putting the Trailblazers in a terrible spot, And if that doesn't matter, if how long you sign for, or you signing doesn't matter, then that defeats the whole purpose of signing the Supermax deal or whatever it is, because a lot of times the team doesn't have a choice. What does Portland gonna do? Not give Dame the Supermax, and they're gonna leave for nothing? Like, it's just frustrating. James Harden is like the biggest like villain when it comes to this type of stuff, because in every single point he gets what he wants and he complains and he cries his way out of the team. Right? When he was with Houston, like I said, when he was with Houston, he got a revolving door of MVPs, of all-star caliber players, and he still was like, "No, my front office is not good enough. I want to win. I want to leave." Right? And his team was, I forget exactly what his list of teams were, but he said, "I want to go to Houston. I want to go to Brooklyn. I want to go to Philly." I think he probably had on the list. Boom, he gets into Brooklyn. Exactly what he wants to play. He wants to play with Kyrie, KD. Cool, cool. That happens. They lose 2 years in a row, and he's already done. Not even. He played like a season and a half, and they're never healthy. They barely played any games together, and he already gave up on them. Granted, yes, they had chemistry problems, all that stuff. I don't want to hear it. You said you wanted to go to that team. You got what you wanted, and now you're requesting a trade out of here. Get the PG out of here, all right? I just said the stupidest thing. And then he goes to and then he requests another trade. He's like, "Okay, I want to go to Philly. Philly's my only option." Sent to Philly ASAP. He's like, "Oh, this is where I wanted to go originally. I don't know." And now he's complaining. request another trade. It's just so stupid to me. You know, you get exactly what you want. He was in Philly for a season and a half, and he's frustrated that they're losing. Like, it's so dumb. Um, but James Harden, like I said, James Harden does a lot. Kyrie Irving does it a lot. You know, he did it to leave Cleveland. I want to have my own team, get his own team. Okay, no, I want to play with Kyrie, KD. You know, that gets blown up. Oh no, I want to play for, get me out of here. Get straight to Dallas. Jimmy Butler, someone that happened to Kevin Durant. You know, Ben Simmons in a smaller way, where it's like he didn't have as much leverage, but he was like, "Get me out of here!" Like, Ben, you have barely played. Like, you have no power. Like, what the hell are you doing? That's why you get sat down for so long. But Jimmy, like I said, Jimmy did it to get to the Timberwolves. He, rightfully so. Probably, I don't know. I like Jimmy a lot, but I don't want to be here. Goes to Philly. I don't want to be here. Goes to the Heat. But it's Kevin Durant. There's just a ton of people where they get what they want, and then they're gone. That puts the team in such a terrible spot because one, they don't know if I'm trading for a player. They don't know if they're actually trading for the player for how long, right? If they're gonna, because if they're on a 5-year deal, that don't mean they're gonna stay 5 years. They could you could sacrifice as a team. You could sacrifice all these assets to get a player for what you think is 5 years. They're gonna leave in 2 years, and then now everything that you sacrifice to get that player doesn't match because you only got 2 years rather than 5 years, and it's just so dumb, you know. Yeah, it's just so stupid. And a part of this, and I don't know where this comes from. I think I wanted to make this video a while ago, but then the Damian Lillard happened, and it gave me an excuse to turn my camera on, and now I was like, might as well rant. But and the fact that Giannis was complaining in the first place is kind of ridiculous to me too, because he says, "Oh, he wants to leave," right? And I get it. You're playing on the seat already, trying to put pressure on your organization. But dude, you won the NBA championship like 2 years ago. What the fuck do you want? What the bleep do you want? You won the championship 2 years ago. Do you think you're gonna solo the league? You think you're gonna like sweep the league every year? Like, no. Do you want to have a dynasty? Okay, join the Warriors. Please don't join the Warriors. Please don't join the, I don't know. Please join the Celtics. Yeah, join the Celtics. No, but like that is that what you want? To have a dynasty and win every single year? Because if that's the case, then that's stupid. That's stupid. And he shouldn't be complaining. But he got what he wanted. He got Dame, and then if it doesn't work with Dame, I dare him to say he wants out. And I like Giannis. I've met Giannis, or me and Giannis are boys. I seen him at Disneyland or Disney World, the one in Florida. I seen him with his kids. With his kid, that was so cool. I'm gonna be honest. I fangirled a little bit. But Giannis is a good guy. I have issues, but it's be careful, because Milwaukee's riding for you. Don't let them down. Don't play games. All right, you put pressure. I get it. That's a good team though. That's always been a good team. We've had the chance to win a championship not every year, but like the last couple of years straight. Don't complain too much. But that's pretty much all I want to say. I don't know if this is too long of a video or too short of a video. I don't remember how long my videos usually were, but 20 minutes seems about right. Y'all can watch a 20-minute video. You guys will be okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember how I ended these videos. See you later. Let's play rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors. Shoot.